Okay, so this is gonna be our first episode, and maybe our last, of the competitive eating podcast. What do you guys want to call this thing?
Hmm.
Pink pizza stomach.
2.0?
I'm thinking, Pedram's Pep Talks.
Oh man, what a name. How you guys doing this morning?
Good.
All right.
We were supposed to have Gideon on, but he doesn't have a webcam yet, so yeah,
Just
happens.
use a still shot of him. Just use
Yeah.
some goofy picture of
Well, I
eating kale
mean,
or something.
yeah. Well, he said he wanted to see if he could be on, but he had school commitments, so that didn't work out. Because Gideon OG is working on his bachelor's degree in something.
That's
That's what it
good.
is.
So we got a Gyoza coming up on Saturday. Am I echoing
Yes, sir.
for you guys? Like, am I echoing?
No.
Just a bit.
Okay, it might be. Yeah, it might be yours that I'm hearing myself on. It's fine. But yeah, so Wayne, tell me. I know you're like an all-pro guy, but I know you keep up with MLE because of Carmen and Darren, because you're their coach, right?
Supposedly.
I mean, I hear a lot about you, man. You're all over the place, like coaching all these amazing eaters. Mad
I,
props. You
d-
obviously know what you're talking about.
I don't know. It seems to be working.
Yeah, it does. So do you keep up
Well,
with like all these MLE contests and everything because of Carmen and them, or have you always followed it?
I've always followed Emily. It's always just been really interesting to see the other eaters and how they do.
Gotcha. So what do you consider MLE in comparison to All Pro? Like, do you consider them equal? Do you consider All Pro better, MLE better?
They each have their own better and worse qualities, just like the whole contract situation, and that's one of the reasons why I won't join.
Is that the main?
Is
Is that the only reason you won't join?
Yeah, most likely, yeah. Because I do want to do outside contests as well, and I don't want to pay the funds to travel and do contests where I may not make a profit.
Okay, gotcha. So
No.
it's like a
Kind
monetary
of like me
thing.
this past weekend.
Yeah, you got shat on.
Yeah. I don't want to be like in the negative like Darren did.
But Darren, I know, but
I broke even. Can't get it
Darren
right.
definitely has potential to be up there. And he made the right choice, in my opinion, to sign the contract.
He did, yeah. I pushed him that way.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you saw his potential.
Yes, I
Definitely.
did.
I'm Gyoza, man. I'm excited for you this weekend. This is really where you shine. I think this is really
Uh,
where you shine.
Certainly hope so. I don't want to make any bold statements or predictions though, because I thought I was going to go into Speedies and Kale and put up a decent showing, but we all know what happened there. I kind of fell flat on my face. But the thing was, I didn't really practice for the contest either. I just kept up my usual capacity training. I thought I'd be okay, but that was not the case. Unfortunately, I don't really have the knack to eat fast naturally, and I can't really pick up on things on the fly, kind of like Joey or Carmen can. So for me, I just have to get comfortable with the food beforehand.
Gotcha. So how do you
And
think
I
you'll
have been
play?
practicing for Gyoza, so
Yeah, I know you have been practicing for Gyoza. And kale is a technique food. You kind of have to practice for that. Even more so than I would say for something like Gyoza, which is pure capacity.
yeah, I
So
learned that the hard. Sorry.
let me interject with Darren there. So Darren was talking. He's like, "Well, I eat salad. That should be training enough."
That is true. That is true. I'm
and,
not
and
gonna
I
deny
knew that
that.
was gonna
Dude,
bite
but
him in the
kale
ass.
is another level. No, kale is different than just like iceberg lettuce. It's way harder to chew, I think.
Well, the thing is, like, I mix kale in my salad sometimes, but the thing I forget is, I put dressing and sauce on it too.
To
So,
make it
it's
taste
nice
better.
and, lubricated. Well, it's
Okay,
not the
gotcha.
taste. The taste didn't bother me, but, like, the texture of the dry kale, because they said it was going to be lightly dressed, so I thought they were going to put some vinaigrette or something, but
So
they
it's
probably put,
completely
like,
dry?
for the most part, I mean, it's
That is brutal.
probably got, like, a few milliliters of, like, oil or whatever to put it on there, and it was, like, the texture was just like eating grass, really. So I knew
So
just
Yeah.
from like bite one, I was like, oh crap, I should have practiced.
Dang.
can I say one more
Who says
thing?
that?
Yeah, go for it.
So Darren, you like things lubricated to swallow them. Are these allowed in this podcast?
Oh yeah. This podcast is not PG.
Wait, what? That's not what I heard. What?
Wait, what?
What?
Gotta be YouTube friendly, family friendly YouTube.
No. That doesn't
No.
exist.
You won't
I
be able
think-
to monetize it, man.
I don't need to monetize it. We're getting like 10 views. The profit margin's not going to be very huge either way.
So there's 3 views right here.
Oh yeah, 3 views.
Yeah.
We got 3. But yeah, that's cool. Like, I like that you're going and doing all these random contests because you're getting experience in foods that you need experience in. I mean, I'm not saying you're bad at eating these technique foods, but you're not the best at it. You
I
know?
am.
Well,
Wayne, I know you're pretty good. I know you're pretty good at eating technique foods. You're a pretty good speed eater.
I'm all right. One thing I've told Darren is he's fairly new to competitive eating still, so he definitely needs that experience for every contest, and that's as the more he does, the better he's just gonna get at it. You know, he'll figure it out.
Yeah, for sure. So the field for Gyoza has been leaked by Major League Eating. There's, I think, 5 people that are ranked in the top 10 that are going to be in that contest. What do you think of the field? Like, how do you think you're going to place against other people? What's your goal for how many you're going to eat? Or do you not want to disclose that at this time?
I don't care. I'll disclose it.
Okay, go for it.
Secret stuff. Well, I don't want to make too bold of a statement, but at the same time, I want to be ambitious too. You know. 300 plus would be nice. I think it's doable if everything, if the stars align for me that day.
It's a very respectable goal.
Yeah, I say
whatever that-
Darren's top 3.
Top 3.
That'd
Wow.
be nice.
That's insane.
Right.
I think the real question mark for this contest is going to be Jeff, though.
Yeah. Jeff is going to be that X factor because you know you got Joey and Stoney, which are notorious for gyoza.
Mm-hmm.
And then you and Jeff, which are kind of the new coming challengers.
Well, Jeff did it last year.
Oh yeah, is that when he set his rookie
That was
record?
his rookie. That was his rookie debut for Gyoza.
And he had like
he did like
240.
243 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
243. What about you, Wayne? Have you ever thought of like? I know you jumped into the Nathan's qualifier. Have you ever thought
Yes,
of
I
like
did.
going to other contests and just being like, hey, or do you have an extra spot? You know?
Well, the whole thing with that Nathan's qualifier was Carmen was there, so I was just there to see him.
Gotcha.
So, and then he kind of pushed me. He's like, "You should do the qualifier," and so did Brian Seekin. He was there also. He's like, "Yeah, you should join it." And I'm like, "Well, I don't want to get in trouble with All Pro," so I made sure to contact Todd, and he gave me the A-OK to do it, which I don't know if people know, but people were giving me shit for that. So
Dang.
I was like,
All pro
"All right."
people?
Yeah. No, I don't know. You know the Eat Beats Anonymous
Oh, okay.
commenters.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I got the A-OK and I jumped in after I had breakfast just to see what I could put up. Because I haven't done a hot dog contest that was like a legit 10 minutes since, I don't know, maybe 2013 or 14.
Wow. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
See, that's
Yep.
what blows my mind. Like
You still
had
did really
breakfast-
good though. You still 27's like
You
really
killed it.
respectable number.
That
Shoot.
was like, I wasn't at like my best capacity. I'm like,
That's what makes it even more impressive.
hit it. No, I was annoyed because I wanted to break that 30 mark. Because I was back in November when I was training for Battle of the Big Eaters, I was at my best, and I was probably 3/4 of good or worse than I was at that time.
Wow.
So I definitely would have hit the 30 mark.
How does that work? The Battle of Big Eaters. I've always seen it around, but I haven't really like gotten
Well,
into
You
it.
get invited to do a qualifier for Team America, and they choose 8 people, and the top 4 eaters move on to become part of Team America. Now, I unfortunately lost to Eric by like 30 grams, which he totally beat me. I saw it. He's a great eater.
Oh yeah.
But
he
yeah,
is.
he won that spot, and that's the only time I really have the urge to train nowadays. Is like if that TV show comes back.
Or if All Pro adds like 20 events to their calendar out of nowhere.
Well, yeah, and they show like big money. Yeah, I'd be
Speaking of,
slim down.
yeah, that's always a factor with a capacity. I know Darren
Yep.
talked about that. And
yeah.
Also, like on the topic of All Pro, our boy Dan Kennedy came first
Yeah.
place in the beef patty contest.
Yep.
That's awesome. I'm
See,
sorry. He was pretty salty that I didn't cover him on the last CE Weekly, and I apologize. Like
Stop talking about me.
he totally deserved to be on there,
Love you, Dan.
and I just wanted to give him a shout out for that because that's awesome. He beat out Menchetti and Brunelli, right?
yes, he did.
That's
Just
awesome.
remember,
That's
he's
awesome.
another. I might be coaching that guy as well.
You're coaching everyone that's coming out of
Hear about
nowhere.
this? What?
All the people coming out the woodworks.
You said you were exclusively coaching me.
No, I didn't.
You better start charging premiums
Nah, I
for
think
your
I'm
services.
Are you talking
You're
about
retiring?
10% cut of all earnings?
Yeah, I'll retire while I'm ahead.
10% of your contest winnings have to go directly to Wayne's checking account.
Not only that, but YouTube earnings too.
YouTube earnings, yeah.
Well, the hope is like one of
Royalties.
them is gonna become famous and just like pay for me.
I will.
Gotcha.
That's the dream.
Like having a son that becomes a millionaire or something. Same concept.
Get to it, Darren.
That's awesome. So this is your first time eating gyoza at contests, right, Darren?
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's going to be comparable to other contests you've done, or do you think it's going to be a new experience for you?
It'll be a new experience because a lot of the contests I've done before had a certain degree of technique, but from practicing Gyoza, it's basically just slamming it down like that because it's mushy. So not a whole lot of technique involved. Although
I hear they cook it differently now than they used to. Is it?
they probably cooked it the same way.
Okay, I thought it used to be more crispy and now it's more soft and chewy.
They probably just messed it up or something. I guess they probably added too much water to it. Because the Japanese way of cooking gyoza, you get the pot sticker, put it on a pan, then let it brown, and then after that you pour water on it, let the vapor or whatever get to the gyoza, and then bam, done.
Gotcha.
You think they're gonna take the time to do that, or just boil them straight up?
They're probably
Nah.
making like 10, 20,000 of them.
I'm assuming they have like a humongous like grill skillet thing, so
The amount of
No.
effort they put into these contests is amazing, though. Just being
And the other
backstage
crazy
during
thing is,
Nathan's.
Jeff, he was telling me they're really meticulous, and actually, this is one of the very few contests where the sponsor is doing the judging as opposed to, Sam or George or whatever.
Oh, wow,
and,
they're in complete
he said
control.
they're really strict. I guess it's because they're Japanese or something. But like, they're like really strict about debris, is what
Yes.
he said.
You know what? Actually, for the Battle of the Big Eaters,
You gotta
they're
tell him.
pretty strict as well with the debris.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess
Maybe
it's a
it's a
Japanese.
Japanese
It's a
thing.
Japanese
Yeah.
thing, yeah. Cool. Well, you guys both are big on the YouTube scene. I mean, I'm kind of there, but like I'm not as huge as your channels. Dwayne, I've noticed you've been really blowing up recently.
Yeah, I finally said, let's make some money.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day you would upload like once every other month maybe. Because I remember seeing you upload your world record Carolina Reaper, and I was like, holy crap, I'm subscribed to this guy. Like he makes videos. And-
Well, the whole thing, I started YouTube back in 2009, and the reason why I started a YouTube channel back then was just so I could have like a video diary of my life, somewhere to save my videos.
Gotcha.
And then I would say it was around December of last year, 2016. I was like, you know what? Well, why not try to make money off of this? And that's when I decided to put out better content and consistently put out content.
And I'm guessing the YouTube eaters aren't getting hit by the monetization issue that's going around.
Actually, some of us are. Like Beard Meets Food, Adam Moran. He got hit with one of his. He did a Q&A a thank you video. Yeah, for his 100K subscribers.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he got hit with that thing.
On the 100K thank you? On a thank you video.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Are you serious? Of all videos.
Yep.
I mean, I would have thought if anything, maybe it'd be like his 30,000 calorie challenge where he's putting himself in like physical harm. But a thank you video?
Yeah, it's weird because one of my Q&As got hit as well.
That's
And
crazy.
I was like, well, I didn't care because it's like had 300 views, but
Was there like
you
a
know,
lot of like profanity or what? I don't.
no, we don't get it. They gotta fix their algorithm
Yeah,
or
for
something.
sure. How about you, Darren? Have you had any monetization issues?
Only with my unlisted practice videos, really. And I guess they deemed it questionable because usually when I practice, I just wear a wife beater. So they may have viewed
It's
that as
partial
risque. I
nudity.
don't know.
I think it's also because that water spills on him, so it looks like a wet T-shirt contest.
Oh my god. That's crazy. Like, how do they find videos that they demonetize? Like, does the algorithm, does this robot go through and like watch all the videos, or what is it like? How does it work?
Well, it's probably on their upload server, and they have the pre-programmed algorithm, and then they probably have some preset parameters that just go through it. And then there's probably a lot of different parameters that they go through, like cursing, whatever. It'll just like run through the audio real quick and the actual still images, and they might see a still image of me with a wet t-shirt, and they're like, "Oh, this is inappropriate."
Just
Or,
one still
might
image.
might drop the f bomb or something like, "Oh, I can't monetize this."
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
So many
I
people
don't
have
know,
been
it's
leaving YouTube and like going to other ways of making revenue. Like some people are
Yeah.
making money on Facebook now. Like Facebook has this beta monetization thing where a
I heard
lot
it's
of
really
people
hard,
are making a lot of money on Facebook. So maybe Facebook is the next YouTube. Who knows if they keep on doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it just might be. I mean, I'd be willing to jump, uh, especially for Facebook, because I use that way more than YouTube.
Gotcha. So from the beginning, from December of 2016 when you started to now, like have you noticed first of all, how much has your channel grown since then? Subscriber
Uh,
wise.
I went from about 1,500 subscribers to 15,000.
Wow. That's a
Yeah,
that's a huge jump.
it
That's
definitely
good.
was. I have a few people to thank for that, doing collaborations like what Darren helped. But I think the biggest growth was when we went down to Highway 55 for the contest, and because I was featured on Adam, Beard Meets Food, and Nate Figueroa's channels, I got a big jump in subscribers, like an extra 3,000 off the bat.
Well, even your subscriber count is one thing, but your viewership is like even exceeding your subscriber count on some of the
Yeah.
videos. So, I mean, you're getting the clicks for sure.
Yeah, when I first started, Nathan Figueroa was he told me just keep posting content because you never know what's going to be a hit or not. And yeah, you just hope for the best.
Yeah, that's good advice. I mean, a guy that went from 10,000 to 250,000 subscribers in about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm definitely hopeful for that, and that they would fix the whole algorithm thing, because I know that's a nuisance, like making money off of videos, and then suddenly just because you have a wet T-shirt, you're not making money anymore.
I'm not like as big into the whole YouTube thing, to be honest. You can kind of tell from the effort I put into my editing. I mean,
Yeah.
I just thought you were bad at
like a fun
editing.
little aside.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just cheap. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm still using a Handycam and Windows.
Dude, your
Remake
Handycam
it.
looks good. Your Handycam is legit quality. I would think it's a DSLR camera, honestly.
Oh, sweet. I'll stick with it then.
Well, maybe it was because your older videos were so bad quality that the jump is like
Probably.
It might
it's like
be.
worlds better.
I mean, I don't
Probably.
really watch Darren's videos, so I don't know.
Yeah, I unsubscribed about a year ago, but still talk to him. No, I like
Yeah.
I like those like day in the life in Japan videos. Those are cool. It kind
Yeah.
of makes me want to go to Japan now.
Actually,
Yeah.
I film most of that with my phone. So
Eh,
I even use a Handycam. I only use them for the challenges.
we get what we expect from your channel.
Yeah.
But that's cool that you like went over there and gained like 30 pounds in a week. That's so goals.
I think you look better when you put on the weight.
For the pounds.
Yeah.
His face is like
Yeah. I just go in there, like, gain the weight, and not really just drop it afterwards.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So is it so how often do you go there?
Well, as you may or may not, I used to live there for 2 years
Oh
before
yeah,
I
you
moved
told
back.
me when you like biked everywhere and lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah, exactly. And I worked there for 2 years. Then I came back here to the U.S. Was it May of 2016, and then I hadn't been back to Japan since. So I took a week off of work. I went to just visit my relatives and
Mm.
just have a good time.
Cool.
So, how many ladies did you slay while you were out there when you lived there?
Ooh, my man.
When I lived there,
Yeah.
that might be too hot for YouTube. Family friendly.
Oh, we'll chalk it up to a couple dozen and move on.
You give me.
That's great. How about you, Wayne? Have you had any out of country living experiences?
No, I have not. I'm not cool like Darren. You know.
Dang, boy.
Wait, I thought you went to the Philippines before.
Yeah, but I didn't live there. Do you not listen to his questions, man?
I thought you said. Oh, okay, never mind.
He said out of living.
Yeah, well, okay, so you've visited
Well, you're
the
alive, then you
Philippines.
had a pulse then. So.
You know, I'm waiting,
Yeah.
Wayne, I'm waiting for your Man versus Food-esque TV show career to take off. Because you definitely look like a candidate for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I would love to.
I've always
That's
I've always imagined you from the first time I saw you. I was like, that guy needs to be on a TV show.
I've always said the same thing. I don't know.
Do you audition? Like, do you go after it, or are you just waiting for some scout to like find you on YouTube and be like, that's my guy?
Yeah, actually, I have had a few people like contact me to do like Skype interviews for TV shows, but unfortunately, I never get picked up. So hopefully, one of these days, you know,
Dang.
then I could live the dream.
But yeah, that'd be amazing. I really could see you do that. Not even kidding.
Yeah.
I agree. Between us, I think you'd be more entertaining than Casey.
You could
like
you could be the Casey Neistat of eating.
That would be super dope.
Yeah. What else do we want to talk about here? How long have we been on? 23 minutes.
Come on, let's have a special guest.
Your dog?
That's right,
What's your dog's name again?
Weston.
Weston. I was thinking Winston.
That's what a lot of people say. Come on, sit boy.
Weston.
I also heard through the grapevine that Carmen wants to adopt Weston. Is this true?
That is very true, but I think it's because he hates dogs and he wants to torture them.
Oh.
You
That's not getting through the algorithm.
Oh, yeah. Oops, this video is not gonna make money.
That's fine.
Oh,
We already
take
got
another Snapchat
demonetized with the lube and swallow.
Oh, you're right.
So what? Do you have any contests coming up, Wayne? Anything that you're looking forward to?
I was looking forward to a contest this Sunday. It's a kimchi eating contest that I've won 3 years in a row.
Ugh,
But-
kimchi. Oh, I do not
Spicy
like.
kimchi.
I do not like.
Darren just like wet his mouth there, like, yeah, I want to eat
I
some.
love kimchi.
Like, I noticed that. But yeah, so I contacted the guy who runs it, and he was like, you can be a special guest this weekend. I was like, special guest? I mean, I can't eat. And he was like, yeah, you got to give other people a chance to win.
What's
I
the
was like,
prize pool?
There's no prize except a trophy, which I like because every year I've done it, he makes the trophy grow another foot.
Wow.
So it went from 4 foot to 5 foot to 6 foot, and I think it's gonna be seven foot trophy.
There's
this
got to
year.
be a point where he can't make it any bigger.
Exactly. And I've been telling him, can you please make a belt? So if he does a belt this year, I'm gonna be extra pissed.
Like, imagine you can't even fit your trophy through your front door. You just
Exactly.
like slant it. And...
That's
Oh,
one
yeah,
thing you
that-
got to
that's
show on your. Sorry. That's
What?
one thing you have to show on your YouTube videos, Wayne, is your epic trophy collection.
I
Yes.
go.
I'm sure
days.
by now. How long have you been
It's
doing
super
competitive
epic.
eating? Like 10 years now?
No, I got into competitive eating at the end of 2012.
Oh, so like 5 years.
Yeah. Well, actually, something a lot of people don't know is I did 2 Nathan's qualifiers, one in 2004 and one in 2005.
Dang. Way
Yeah.
back. How'd you do in those?
Yeah. I came in second place to Badlands.
Fitting.
I did about
That was
16.
when he was in his prime, probably.
You ate
he
16
did
in what?
16 in like 12 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And he did 30. And then
Dang.
after that, I was like, yeah, I suck at this. Then I
Yeah.
quit.
Yeah, I remember Badlands back in the day. He was killing it. I think his PR is 40.
Yep.
Is that in 12 or 10?
I'm not sure.
I think it was before that. I know I had asked him about that in Nathan's, and I know he said he had dropped a significant amount of weight that year. And it does improve the delta fat theory. And,
Yep.
I don't know the exact reason. I guess he's had to be ultra competitive that year, I guess.
Yeah. But Wayne, if you were to slim down, you'd probably fit another 10 hot dogs in you.
What are you trying to say, Pedram? Jeez.
I'm trying to say, if he were to slim down, he could fit another 10 hot dogs in him. That's
Yeah,
what I'm trying
so
to say.
back when I did do Battle of the Big Eaters, I dropped 20 pounds in 2 weeks just for that.
Dang.
Because I was like serious, super
If
serious.
you would have dropped
And
30, you would have beat Eric.
Yeah, no, maybe an extra 5 pounds. Not even 30, just 25.
Dang.
But yeah, so the whole losing weight does definitely make a big difference with competitive eating. Yeah, and right now I'm like I put on weight because of the whole YouTube. It's hard.
Yeah, you're doing some crazy challenges. I haven't watched your videos in the last month or so. Are you still uploading consistently?
Yes, I am. Just I've been trying not to do anything 10 plus pounds of food in a video. Simple things. But those don't get the views, which unfortunately sucks.
You should do like a gallon of cabbage juice or something.
Maybe pickle juice.
Oh, yeah. Send that to Nate.
Yeah.
Be like, I challenge you.
What about you, Darren? Anything big for YouTube?
Well, I got a few more food challenge videos, the usual restaurant
Dude, you
stuff.
should rip off the OG Matt Stoney kimchi jar video. If you like
I don't
kimchi
even
so
remember that
much.
one.
Yeah, he ate like a 4-pound jar of kimchi back in the early YouTube. I think it was like 2011, 2012. He ate a 4-pound jar of kimchi.
Screw it, I'll eat 2. I'll eat a gallon bucket of one.
Yeah, do it. That'd be cheap, right? That'd cost like $8-9.
Actually, here in the Podunks, I have to drive up to the Oriental Market, and like, I think those 1 gallon buckets are like $40.
What?
Yeah, kimchi.
That's why people ask me why I don't do a lot of the home challenges. They're like, oh, why don't you? Because they're expensive.
Isn't it just
Why do you think I
fermented
do so many
tofu or
restaurant
something?
challenges?
What
They're
is
free.
kimchi?
What? Fermented cabbage.
Oh, fermented cabbage.
Good
Dang.
stuff though, Korean food.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been telling you, like, do like a mountain of white rice or something. Like the cheapest thing you could find.
I remember you did that a while back. You did like 8 pounds of rice. something
Dude,
like
that wasn't even cooked all the way through. That rice was like half raw. That was the worst challenge ever. Besides the po' boy. The po' boy was brutal too because it had the hot sauce on it and my system just could not take it.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Pedro. When's your next contest gonna
I'm an MLE eater, but I'm kind of out of it for now. I have 3 years, okay? I'll do something in the future at some point.
Alright.
You need a coach, Pedram?
What?
You need a coach?
Dude, that's exactly what I need. I'm gonna hit up the local coach in the area on the East Coast here, Wayne Algenio.
Hey, Pedram, have you ever seen Darren's sister?
Have I? I may have once.
We gotta bring her into this.
I don't know. I hope she's not watching this when it comes
Why do you have
out.
to bring her into this? No, I haven't seen her. Why?
Yeah.
Dang! What? Oh, that's messed up. He's like in the stream.
So, Pedram, are you trying to be like Think Beats the Stomach's rival in podcast?
I guess you could say that. I just want to be like a YouTube version of them.
Oh.
Because they don't have a video podcast, which kind of like
Yeah.
it kind of annoys me
They
that
do
they don't
have a
have.
channel though, don't they?
Yeah,
they upload
but
any videos.
I don't think they
Um,
upload video podcasts on there.
No,
It'd
they
be.
don't.
I was thinking it'd be really cool to have a studio, but then there'd be no way to get people in.
Yeah.
There'd be literally no way because I'm in Georgia, Darren's in Virginia, and you're in New York.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no way.
Kind of logistics and eaters don't go hand in hand.
Yeah, no, it's just way too far. And like, if I were to try to get
Plus
like
eaters
a
are
guest
cheap.
star, like some like guest person on from like Oregon or something, there's no way. It's got to be this way.
Max Carnage.
Yeah, Max Carnage. Which he said that. Wait, did he say he's doing He said he's doing the Oregon qualifier, right? The one in a couple weeks. I'm
Yeah.
kind of interested to see because he's been in and out of the scene. You know, he's been coming in saying that he's training for Nathan's, and then he never does a qualifier. And this year, again, he said that he was going to do it, but
Yeah.
we will see if he actually follows through with it.
So actually, he came. He messaged me because he wanted me to coach him, and I did in like the first day or two. But if you don't show me that you're like super serious about it, then I stop messaging you.
Oh, you dropped him. Oh,
Yeah.
Why he's not as Coach
I only
Savage.
have good ones.
Savage.
Yeah, they call me Coach Savage.
Yeah,
So,
Max
he
Carnage.
does well.
He's one of those eaters that's like more about the speed. His capacity's always been decent, but it hasn't been anything crazy. But I don't know, maybe he's been training. Maybe ever since you dropped him, he's been like, I'm going to prove him wrong.
I don't know.
Comes out
If
and eats 30.
He should be training because of all the people shit talking him.
Dang.
Come on.
I mean, who doesn't want shit talk, though?
Yeah, I would assume though at that qualifier, most likely Denmark's going to go out of the MLU guys.
Yeah, that would make sense because he's Seattle, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that
I
would
wonder
make sense.
are there any other West Coast eaters? I know there's a few of those guys there, but
Just Matt and
in
Joey.
California, well, you got
Hendry is in Nevada,
got,
I think. Or is Hendry's California?
Yep.
Okay.
Pablo Martinez is from
He's
California.
Yeah, I don't
Then-
think Matt won't have to qualify. Joey won't have to qualify. So the only two people are either three people: Denmark, Pablo, or Hendry are gonna go. But there's most likely gonna be a Las Vegas qualifier next year.
They have
So
that every year.
yeah, one of them are gonna go there. I'm
That
interested to
one, though, I
see.
think that
I'm interested to see how many qualifiers they're gonna have.
they
this
had
year.
a crap from last year. They had 19.
Yeah, they had so many. That's the only reason I got in.
You know what's wild? If they still had the wild card rule in, Wayne would have been up there on stage with us. I know, right? That's pretty crazy.
Well, if they had the wild card rule, I wouldn't have done that qualifier.
Oh,
Think about that.
yeah.
So
But that's
So
insane.
you-
I still can't get over it. 27 hot dogs and breakfast, and you told me your capacity at the time, so I'm like, dang.
So let's
that's
say
a fire.
that you would have by some miracle won that contest and beat Carmen. What would have happened? Like would you have backed out? Would you have gone?
I probably would have backed out. I don't think. No way. I had no thoughts of beating Carmen though.
Yeah, I know that the chances of that were
Right.
almost 0%.
Yeah.
But like
Unless
would they have not let you I mean, I'm guessing by letting you compete they assumed you wouldn't win. Do you think they would have let you sign the contract if you would have won, or did you not want to sign the contract, or did All Pro have a problem with you signing the contract?
That I'm not sure of. But I'm pretty sure like it's more of All Pro is you do what you want to do, you know. And I think Todd would have been fine that if I signed the contract, but because he doesn't restrict you on anything really.
But if you would have signed the contract, then you would have had to drop All Pro. You can't do both.
Yeah, you can't do both.
No, let's just do Nathan's and quit.
But I've told Todd from All Pro that eventually I will do Nathan's in the future because that's on my bucket list of
Gotcha.
things to do. So just when the time's right.
So you're content with All Pro then right now?
Yes, I am. I'm more focused on the whole YouTube thing. So
I think,
competitive
I think,
kind of takes.
yeah, I think if you're an all pro, YouTube is probably your better bet just because they don't have much going on. I know that
Yeah.
the Highway 55 is all pro, right?
Yes.
And then the Caribbean foods, those are all pro. And do they have anything else?
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin. Pumpkin.
Okay.
Yeah. Bratwurst in New York actually.
Okay.
That's actually one of my most hated contests because eating oily brats is like so disgusting.
Yeah, I bet.
But
I've done that before where I ate 30 of them and it was the worst.
yeah, but you also gotta remember, even though I'm all pro, I am allowed to do outside contests, so
Right.
I can include everything that goes on in New York, and
Right.
that's one of the benefits to being all pro. You
Yeah,
know,
so the problem for me with amateur contests, obviously I'm not good enough to be like in the pro circuit and be competing, but the problem with me in the amateur contest is the lack of organization, I think is really annoying. Because
yeah,
there has been a time where I have showed up to a contest and they have ran out of food 4 minutes in,
What?
and there's a 10
That's
minute
ridiculous.
contest. So it's
yeah.
just
Like
it's
cook
just
up
stuff
like
like,
50
and I
hot
drove
dogs or
five
something.
hours. I drove 5 hours for that contest, and I'm thinking to myself like I put in so much time and like effort just to freaking get here, and you're gonna do this, and then I ended up getting like a $50 I'm sorry check from them. Like that's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut
Yes,
it. Like that's not what I drove here for. So that kind
that's
of
actually happened to me where I've run out of food,
yeah,
so
and
I
it's
understand
stuff
that.
like that, which is just and sometimes you're competing against like one other person that doesn't even care. So it's like, wow, you don't even care about this. Why should I care about this? There's like there's no sense of competition really, unless you have people like Teddy De La Cruz and people like Nate Figueroa and people like you that are going around taking these contests seriously. But these people are like states away. You're not gonna run into these people unless you purposely do that. So it's just stuff
Yeah.
like that, which kind of annoys me about it.
Well, for me, I'm consistently competing against people like Bob Shout, Dave Brunelli, Joe Manchetti, because they're all around my
And
area,
the only
and they will.
person, yeah, 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 you have competition, but the only person around me that's competition is Dale Boone, which I'm not even gonna talk about that. But
You should see the Eat Pizza post about him yesterday. I'm
people
like,
Yes.
people don't like Dale. People
Yes.
don't like Dale, and a lot of
oh,
people have had experiences with him. I'm not gonna say he's a cheater because I personally have not seen him cheat with my own eyes, but other people have, and they claim that he is uh, pulling one under people, going in taking prize money. Like I don't know what to think about the guy, but I've gone against him one time, and he beat me seemingly fair and square. So I'm just gonna leave it at that and not look too
oh,
deep into it.
even if he beats you or doesn't beat you, when I first met him, I said I was nice to him. I said hi, and then
Right,
he
he's
goes,
not nice. He tries to get
yeah,
into your head. He's not
yeah,
nice.
he
I'm
goes
not
this
saying I'm not
territory
saying his
boy.
character, but with me, you have to understand. Like with me, he actually kind of trusted me after a while, and he actually was kind of nice to me.
Oh,
Um, but
It's a
ever since,
guise.
me.
but
It's a
like
trap.
yeah, the thing is, he doesn't. I think Dale's problem is that he doesn't trust anyone. He is so his mind is just revolving around other people trying to cheat him out of stuff. So I don't know if that motivates him to reciprocate the action. That's just honestly the way he thinks. He thinks that everyone's out to get him. He thinks that everyone's cheating. That's seriously how he thinks. Like when he talks to me, he tells me to watch out for people because they're cheaters all the time. And I just don't even know what to think after talking to that guy. It's very confusing.
Well, I tried to talk to him when I first met him, and he was complete ass to me. So you get what you get.
Yeah. I mean, that's his
And I,
personality, though. He really is like that. Even when you get to know him and he considers you like a friend, he's still gonna be that like snide, smart ass kind of guy. But I don't know. I think somewhere deep down his heart's in the right place, and it just depends on your perspective of the guy. I mean, I'm not defending his actions if he were to cheat or anything. I'd say that he did the wrong thing there. He shouldn't have done that, of course. But I'm saying maybe he's not all bad like people on Eat Feats or people that have had bad experiences with him may think. But I know he's done
Oh,
some messed up stuff. I know he's done some messed up stuff. Nate said that he cheated in contests. I don't know. Have you had any experience with that?
well, I only did one contest with him, and so I don't know. At the time, my numbers were kind of wrong, so that's what I was focused on.
Gotcha.
But yeah, and he was a jerk to me when I met him. So
Yeah, that's the way he is for some reason,
yeah,
unfortunately. So what's the thing about Sykin? Why does that guy get so much hate?
that I don't know. I've talked to him recently. I think he's a nice guy. He's nice to me. You know, I was nice to him. He was
Like,
nice to me.
I honestly think that his Think Beats the Stomach interview was one of the best out of all of them.
Um,
I think
Yeah,
like
listen to that
the
after you
insight.
mentioned
I
it.
think the insight that he brought and like the history, because he said everything the way it was. Like he told it how it was, like all about the inception of competitive eating and the history, like how it all started, the OG eaters and everything. And he gave like a history lesson on competitive eating, which was really cool, similar to what Crazy Legs Conti did, but I think even more in depth than that. And I never understand why people trash the guy so much on Eat Feet. Just like why? Just because he's not the best eater, they just
yeah,
go off on him, and they always bring him up, even if he's not relevant in the conversation. They always go
yeah.
off on him.
When I first got on Eat Beats, I was like, who the hell is Seeking? Like, what
Yeah.
is this? What are these comments about? It has nothing to do with the
Like
thread.
he is a meme. He is
Well, the
literally a
thing is,
meme on
though,
Eat Feet.
have you checked out his YouTube channel? Most of the videos have been removed, but he
No,
has a
I
YouTube
haven't.
channel.
I haven't
You
seen his
also
YouTube.
check it out. He used to do kind of like a Eat Feats type thing. He was kind of like a FBTS almost, and
Huh.
I know he would do interviews with like other eaters and stuff. I know he'd always try to start some kind of controversy from his older videos.
Uh,
Some of the comments that he made with his channel are, I guess, a little on the snide side, if you want to ask me. But I don't know anything about the dude. I've never met him in person, so I don't want to make any judgment. That's why I'm assuming all the hate.
I thought people were just like
I
annoyed
don't
at
think they're
him.
just hating on his numbers or anything, because to be quite frank, there are eaters that are way worse than him.
Yeah.
Sadly, there
What-
really are. I mean,
wasn't Brian Sykin ranked number 50 for the longest time?
yeah.
Yeah,
Apparently, he had like some pickle eating title or something.
Yeah, from way back in the day.
yeah.
That's
It's
crazy.
like him and Dave Goldstein go at it. I like the both of them, so I don't know.
Dude, I feel for Dave Goldstein because like
Yeah.
especially with the wing bowl stuff, like he dedicated like he wanted to get in the top so bad, but he could never pull it out. Like is he still doing wing bowl and contests and stuff, or is he more so he's retired?
He's more doing all the like triathlons now with his son.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
then again,
I don't feel bad for Dave Goldstein. He won like a $40,000 car
When did that happen?
from Wingbowl.
Oh, I didn't know
He
that.
he never won the like full title of Wing Bowl because I think that was the year maybe Molly won, but he won local champion one year.
I had no idea that he won a car. Okay, never mind. I revoke everything I said.
well, the thing is, I mean, honestly, I don't feel sorry for anyone that loses unless they're cheated out of their loss, because I know all for a reason, because you're at number one that day and you suck, you didn't bring your A game, so you lose for a reason, you know?
Yeah, true.
I'm not gonna be oh boo-hoo, sob
I
story.
guess
No,
if you choose to dedicate yourself, then you have to be confident enough and good enough in your abilities to
Exactly.
justify that.
So, I mean, I don't feel bad for people if they lose fair and square. I mean, if they're a cheat out of something or, like, there's some kind of miscount, then yeah. But,
I mean, there's got to be some like let down and giving it your all and working so hard for something and coming short. Like you have to
Too bad,
understand. But yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
I understand
well, that's
that.
the thing with me, like, with my losses, I don't feel sorry for myself. I'm just like, oh, crap, I suck, I got to step it up,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sit there and create a sob
mentality
story
of a
about it.
champion right there.
Oh, it's because, I had an off day that day, I had a lot of stuff in my personal life. Fuck all that, man,
What was okay?
You're-
Let's talk about the bet you made with Pablo for Gyoza then.
All right. Yeah, because let's give the backstory on this, because You're the one that started this whole thing with Pablo and I, okay?
Guilty as charged.
Because for Nathan's, Pedram
Okay,
walked up
okay.
to,
Let's say at first it had nothing to do with you. It was mainly just me. But then
Pretty much.
I found a way to like benefit off of involving him in the bet. So I put all of the bet on him, and then he ended up getting the punishment for it.
yeah,
So it worked out really good.
for you maybe.
Yeah, for me. So
Yeah,
what's this
'cause,
bet that you made with Pablo?
It was
What
the
was
day
that?
before, and Taylor walked and said, "Oh, Paul, let's make a bet with Darren." And I'm like, "What the heck?" He's like, "If Darren can eat 45 hot dogs and buns, you owe Darren 5 drinks. If he doesn't, you have to give him a titty twist in front of everyone at that Professor Tom's place or whatever where the after party is." And then he's like, "Okay, we can do that."
Did I
And agreed.
specify? Did I specify the number of drinks? Because I thought
you
I
did.
just I did.
Yes, you
I
did.
did. It was
You
5.
Darren will remember that.
Okay.
And then, as you know, the 38 and a half. I don't care what Carmen says. It was 38 and a half, so you can kiss my butt. It was really 39, but I was between Badlands and Carmen, and all they believe.
He's so triggered right now.
So yeah. But anywho, I didn't eat 45. That's for sure, and yeah, it hurt.
And he said he didn't even go all out. He said he was holding back.
Is that what he told you?
Yeah, he said he was holding back so you could keep your nipples.
Oh God. Well, then for Gyoza now, I thought it was a fun little tradition and keep me motivated. So I was like, "Hey, you want to make another bet again?" He's like, "Yeah, absolutely." You know, the weight you're here, I was like, 250. He's like, "No, I got to do 275." And I was like, "All right, 275." He's like, "What's the bet?" And I was like, "Well, if I do 275, you have to tweet that I'm your favorite eater of all time, and then if I lose, you get to judo chop me in the spirit of the Japanese festival."
Oh. Well, okay. What exactly is a judo chop? That sounds painful.
I don't know. I just got it off Austin Powers.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So that's the bet.
Well, all right. Well, anything else you guys want to talk about, or should we just wrap this up? Wrap this first episode up.
Think we'll wrap it up. I have to poop.
Oh, as always, every time I talk to this guy, he's on the freaking toilet.
That Darren knows. He gets the pictures.
It's all that damn salad training you guys do. All right, well, thanks so much, guys, for taking time out of your morning to do this. I know the timing was kind of not optimal, but it's
Thanks
the
for
only time it
having
worked out.
us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And whenever you guys want to do this next, it could be like bi-weekly, weekly, monthly. I don't care. Just as long
Alright.
as we do something like this every so
Just
often.
as long as I get the 10% revenue, then we're okay.
10% royalties. Yeah, sure. I'll give you royalties. I'll give you both royalties. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being on. I consider that a success.
Me too.
I'll see you.
Have
I'll
a good
talk to you.
day, everyone.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Deuces.